Okay, folks, Doc Sigma here, and I'm not here with the next episode of Landstalker, although I do promise that's coming soon, It's just I've been really frickin' sick like a goddamn animal lately. I don't even know what that expression means, but yeah, I've been quite ill. So, what's the point of this video? Well, I did a little spelunking of the culverts of the internets, by which I mean I did the thing that I do every so often and Google my own name, and it turns out that sometime last summer, around June or such of 2009, I was tagged in that little YouTube tag game thing that people like to do. If you don't know what that is, the idea behind it is, like, somebody makes a video where they have to present 5 facts about themselves, and then they name 5 other people who have to turn around and do the same thing, and thus this spreads around YouTube like cancer, and then eventually everybody does it, or some such nonsense like that. I figured, well, you know what, I think I'll go ahead and do that. I mean, it won't take too long. I can pretty much just record it right to camera. So, let's rock!
Fact number 1.
Well, for fact number 1, I decided to just combine a bunch of kind of boring facts all together, so that it can get that stuff out of the way, and we won't have to worry about all 5 facts being totally useless. In fact, a lot of you guys probably already know most of the stuff in fact number 1, so let's just hurry up with this. So let's see, my name's Chris, I'm from Boston. As of this video, I am 29 years old. I work as a software engineer for a major medical publishing company. What else? I got my Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Mathematics from Northeastern University. My favorite field of study in computer science is finite state automata. My favorite field of study in mathematics is combinatorics. My favorite programming language is Perl. And I guess that's about it. That's pretty much it for the boring stuff. Okay, on to something else now.
Fact number 2.
In real life, I speak only when spoken to. I know that sounds kind of strange, but it's the truth.
Fact number 3.
I have a bizarre phobia related to water faucets, of all things. It's actually kind of hard to explain, and I've never encountered anyone else with this exact same phobia. But basically, the way it works is, I am absolutely terrified to turn on any source of water unless I have personally turned on that source of water myself at some point in my life. So, in other words, if I go to a public restroom and there's a sink, I am extremely scared to turn on the water. I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't do it, it just means that it takes a heck of a lot of courage to do it. I know it's really strange. But, you know, I've actually been doing some thinking, and I think I might have an idea where this comes from. So when I was very little, probably 4 or 5 years old, I was playing in our backyard at the time, and there was a water spigot, you know, like the kind that you connect a hose to. And I was thirsty, or I wanted water for some reason, I don't really remember. So I turned on the water spigot, and no water came out. But, after a delay of about a second, a spider came out. And that led me to believe, I think it led me to believe anyway, that that wasn't actually a water spigot, but was instead some sort of spider spigot, and that me turning on the faucet is what made the spider come out. And maybe that's what led to it, I don't know. Something like that. Who cares? At least it's better than, you know, being afraid of breathing or something.
Fact number 4.
Unless it will obviously lead to my own death or disfigurement, I will do almost anything on a dare. You can really have some fun with me with this. I mean, it depends on my mood, obviously. Like, if I'm pissed off, I won't do anything at all. But yeah, I will do almost anything if dared, because I really have like an extremely high tolerance for things that people would consider to be gross, or, you know, things that people would be considered to be covered with germs or something like that. For example, I'd say the top thing that I ever did on a dare, actually I'd say it's a tie. Probably the most gross thing I ever did was when I just friggin' made out with the subway wall at Ruggles Station one night. A bunch of my friends and I were coming back from a hockey game, and they dared me to lick the subway wall, so I went one step further and just friggin' made out with that thing. It was not the best tasting thing in the world, I'll tell you that, but I was fine. The other thing, less on the gross side and more on the why the fuck would you ever do that side, was the time that I snorted a line of desiccant. Now, in case you don't know what desiccant is, you've probably seen it before. It's that little packet of stuff that comes when you buy new shoes. It says, like, warning, do not eat, oxygen absorbent, and all that stuff. So yeah, my friends and I, we were all snorting lines of Kool-Aid for some reason. And we were adults at the time, mind you. We were in our 20s. And then I pulled out the pack of desiccant, and I said, does anybody want to dare me to snort this? And they're like, yeah. And I did, and it was pretty painful. Yeah, it burned. So, yeah, don't do that. Please. Okay. Thanks.
Fact number 5.
My great-grandfather was the dawn of a major Italian crime family. Now, when I say great-grandfather, I guess specifically I mean, which way did it go? My mother's father. So yeah, that would be my mother's maternal grandfather, or my maternal grandmother's father. Took me a while to decide whether or not I want to include this fact in the video, because, well, for many reasons, but primarily because it's actually not a part of my life I'm terribly proud of. It's not a part of my life I know all that much about. I pretty much just know the fact, and you now pretty much know as much about this as I do. I mean, I know the names and stuff, but other than that, I really don't know that much about this. So, yeah, take it as you will.
Hey guys, there aren't any more facts. Sorry.
And that, as they say, is that. Now I guess I'm supposed to tag 5 other people? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Tag 5 people. Oh, here's an idea. Okay, here's an idea. Here's how we're going to play this. If you're watching this video, and you've never been tagged before, and you want to be tagged, then congratulations, you've been tagged. Otherwise, you're not tagged. And I guess that's about it for this. I guess I should get back to Landstalker now, because I've got about, oh god, I've been so ambitious. I've got about 10 games I want to LP, and almost all of them are not Mario. But I've just got to get my ass in gear and get less lazy and get not sick anymore. Yeah, that would help. Oh well. See you next time, folks. Thanks for watching. Cheers!